What's up, guys? Welcome back to a low-level tanking adventure with Mr. Bohannon. This is episode 3, and we are in Stormwind Stockades. And by now, guys, you will have your thunderclap, and let's get into this. You know, just typical running in. Oh, excuse me, guys. Really choked up today. I think I'm coming down with the cold. But anyway, you come in, these mobs, and thunderclap them up. Now, I want to talk a little bit about introducing the tanking. You know, if you're thinking about tanking, there's a few things that you need to think about. One is typically when you're tank, you are the leader of the group, so you need to have, you need to be able to lead, pretty much. Meaning that you're setting the pace for the dungeon, and you need to be paying attention to see how your healer's doing. And as long as your healer has mana and is not, running low or anything like that, you can go at a pretty good pace. And also, you want to go at the pace that you're comfortable with, but you want to keep it moving. Now, here, guys, I would recommend doing line of sight pulls, taunt them, get in the corner, let them come to you. Now, that's a big tool as tanking, is being able to line of sight pulls. You want to be able to get everybody grouped up, especially when you have casters and stuff. That's definitely when line of sight pooling is really going to come into effect. And also in this situation here, to where there's two mobs of 3, you don't want to get them both at the same time. So by taunting them, going in the corner, that brings everybody together. Then you can go through your routine of thunderclapping and everything else, and not have to worry about pulling any more mobs, or pulling too many that your healer can't heal you through. So, cleaning up the trash here. We are about to hit our first boss of this instance. And, typical with the low-level stuff, like I said before, this boss doesn't really do anything special. He will disappear, and it's important that when he comes back, that you have something to be able to get aggro back on him, because it will reset. And you want to be able to have a spell that you can quickly hit in order to get aggro back, like a shield slam or something like that. Now, at this point, we do have Devastate, which is like Sunder Armor, but it does more damage. So you definitely going to be wanting to throw that on the bosses and everything too, because now that will actually do damage and help generate more threat for you. So going back to a little bit about the tanking, there's a few things that you really need to understand. One is that you need the initial hit on all the mobs that you're taking. And 2, having the leadership mentality is going to help you out, because like I said, you will be leading the group. They're going to be expecting you to know where you're going and what you're doing. So hopefully, if you're watching these videos, you're kind of getting an idea of how to do these instances, and just a general way of keeping your group moving. Because the last thing you want to do is go too slow. That's basically what it comes down to. Your first 2 pulls in an instance is going to determine how fast you can go, by looking at your healer, making sure that your health is doing good. And if you stay top on health pretty much the entire fight, and your healer is staying on top of mana the entire fight, you can go faster and you can pull more mobs. Excuse me. So, nothing special here, just doing this exact same stuff. Thunderclapping, shield slamming, went off cooldown. So here's our second boss. He doesn't do anything special either. It's going to become, apparent to you when you're tanking that a lot of the low-level bosses, the encounters are just that. They're low-level, trying to get you used to stuff, and that's what they expect. He does do an AoE like you see in the background there. The fireball's coming down. Obviously, if he does that on top of you, you want to move. And if anyone else is watching this that's not thinking about tanking, you need to move as well. Don't be standing in that crap. So there it is, boss down, real simple. I will say this is a really good instance. It's quick and it's easy, and you get a lot of good XP for it. And there's a few good items that drop in here for tanking as well. But just moving on to the last wing now, and you'll see some more LOS pulls here in a minute. And like I said, as a tank, you really need to be using those when whenever possible. I'm getting tongue-tied. This cold ain't helping nothing. But yeah, you want to be able to do that, and you need to have an understanding of how that works and all that good stuff. And another good tip too is when tanking is to try to be out in front of your group. You know, because there's a lot of people out there that gets happy trigger fingers and they'll shoot the mobs ahead of you, and that's not good. Not good for anybody. And if you're one of those people and you're watching this video, stop doing that. It sucks for a tank, especially at the lower levels, to get that aggro after you just, you know, multi-shotted, you know, the targets or whatever the case may be. I know I'm picking on hunters, but, you know, they don't call them hunt tards for nothing. So just wiping up some trash here. Let's see, that second mob did get pulled by somebody, which is alright. I mean, our healer's man is barely even moving. So in this particular situation, you know, he really didn't hurt nothing, but he didn't help anything either. So just wiping these trash up, about to go to our final boss, about to do some more LOS pulls, and you just need to understand the LOS pools. I mean, a lot of people don't. Like that right there, you see how the druid is not, he's up front, not back, so he's kind of messing it up a little bit, but you can easily get it back. And see right there, I'm pretty sure the other mob has pulled because of that druid was out there, so that makes things even more complicated. But just being aware of stuff as it happens is really going to help you a lot. You know, that's when you're tanking, you can never get tunnel vision. You always got to be looking at your screen of what's going on in the background. Did more mobs get pulled? Is there someone that's on my healer, or whatever the case may be? Is there a path, you know, someone walking, pathing around is going to hit us, or whatever the case may be? So just always being aware when you're a tank and never getting tunnel vision and just focusing on what's in front of you. So here's the last boss. This is Hogger. If anyone played back in the day, you know Hogger. He was a bad son of a bitch. He killed people all over in Elwyn Forest. But now here he is in the stockades, and he's not too bad. Once he gets down, I believe around 30%, 20%, he will enrage, which he's going to hit a little bit harder. But, I mean, you're fine. Just pop a shield wall or something. And even if you don't have a shield wall to pop, you'll be alright. Well, anyway, guys, that's stockades. Get out there. Get the tanking, have some fun. We'll see you in the next dungeon. See you in the next dungeon. See ya.